just a short video to kind of help you guide through GuessMessage and be able to tell other people about it and for you to be able to use it. This is the home screen of GuessMessage. The bottom right-hand corner is the settings. So if I click settings, you can go to help, which will take you through a series of screens that can help you know how to use the app or what it can do. Then your account is where your picture and your username is. Your username will only be shown if you haven't added or accepted another user. Otherwise, it'll show your contact name, whatever they have you saved. Then in the notifications, this is one of my favorite features because sometimes I feel that I'm very stuck in group messages. So I've created a way that you can have notifications for just new guest messages or for every single response that's sent. So I can choose to turn the responses off, which means I won't miss the new guest message, but I won't be notified every single time someone responds. So I can keep them both on, turn them both off, or just keep one on. Then when I save the media to camera roll, that means that it'll automatically save any pictures or videos that are sent to you in your camera roll. If you decide to turn them off because you don't want to automatically save them, and you get a guest message that you do want to save that picture, just go back in, turn it back on, click on that picture or video, and it'll save it for you. Then on the bottom left-hand corner is the add button. Your favorites page are where all the people that you've added are on guest message that you can send things to. Your all contacts are to show you who you've added. So at the top will be the guest message users. This is where you can add, accept, or have reject users. Then at the bottom is where the invite is. When you click invite to invite your friends when it launches, it'll actually take you out of the app and send a text message to them since they don't have the application yet. And it'll give them a link to the Google Play Store or Apple Store. So it might take a bit of time to invite everybody, but I really appreciate it if you invite your friends through this. When you're in your favorites, you can create groups here. So if I want to create a group of best friends, I can add members here. So I can add Brielle and Heather and Aubrey and Sabrina and Nick and Katie just for the fun of it. So I can hit done, and now I have my best friends in a group here, and it'll show me all the people that are in it, and I can edit it at any time. When I go to send a guest message, I can choose two options, guess or what do you think? So in this case, I'm going to use guess. Then I can choose from an option that's already there for me, like guess what I'm thinking, guess where I'm at, guess who I'm with. But I have my own, so I want to fill it in myself. And I'll say, guess how tired I am. If I don't want to use guess or what do you think at all, I can do the completely create my own. When I click create your own, it will take away the top two things and it won't be there. So you could use it just for simple texting or just a way to communicate. So I can say, how is your night going? This doesn't have anything to do with guess or what do you think, but I gave you an option to just use it for texting. So I'll just take that out because I don't want to use that, I want to keep my top box. Then when I add my pictures, I can take a picture or choose one that's already saved. I can add a video, I can take a video and choose one that's saved. And I can add a text that say, it's been a long day, I'm super exhausted. And I can't seem to spell. I can choose a rating here, PG-13 or rated R, if I think it's inappropriate. This one's fine, so I'm not going to click that. Then I click send to. I have a group that already says family, so when I click it, it'll automatically click the people that are in that group. But then I can decide, oh, I don't want it to go to Nick, so I can just unclick him. This makes for really fast sending when you're trying to send to multiple people at once. So for this purpose, I'm going to take Katie out just to send to my mom and my dad since I'm testing. I can use the send a separate button at the top for when I want to send one to my dad and one to my mom of the same thing, but don't want them connected because I don't want them both to know I sent it to them, or just want to keep it a separate conversation. Then I can hit send. When I go to view my Q&Rs, you have your received Q&Rs on one and your sent on the other. I did this because I wanted your most important messages to be in one place. If you care about what you're saying, then they'll be in one place, or if you're really interested in what others are sending to you, those will be in one place. You can see that I sent my mom and my dad the same guest message a minute ago, but they're two separate messages for two separate people. So when I click my mom, it'll show all the guest messages I've sent my mom, and I can always delete them at any time if I want to. It keeps them all in one place for you. Then if I go to a group message that I've already sent before, I sent one that said, guess who should have called in sick? And I sent it to a few of my friends. And it says, I need a mental health day. The group will show you all the participants that are part of that message. The responses are in an opposite order from what you're used to. The most recent is on top from November 19th, and the previous ones are then below it. This is because the ones you want to read are the ones that are new and fresh. So Brielle sent her response to everybody. You can see that by the three heads. But then when you look at the top, my message and Brielle's message only went to one person. So what happened was I went to Brielle's message, clicked the two small black arrows, and chose to respond just back to her or respond to everybody in the message. So if I put test and hit respond, it'll then give me my top, which says test, and it's only to one person. So you have a variety of features you can do in one message. I hope this helps give you an idea of how to use GuessMessage. If you ever have any more questions or are confused about something or have something you want to share with me, please always do it. I appreciate your support more than you know.